Sing blow, wind blow, blow, wind blow. Houdini Deo, Shantero Mascarizo. Sing blow, wind blow, everybody blow, wind blow. Houdini Deo, Nuke Shantero Mascarizo. Mama mwe sorti Morocco, this is what I want them to know. Le mwe ka chache pou yo mwe ke chante Romas Carizo. It is no why make up.
My name is Mark Forgeny. I'm a merchant Navy captain, but I also grew up in Moruga on my grandfather Dixon Lucian Forgeny's estate. I was fortunate to live in the Middle East for quite a number of years, and there I saw what the Emiratis were doing in Fujairah, how they were using desalinated seawater and creating estates of peaches, apricots high in the hills between Dubai and Fujairah. When I came back to Trinidad in 2002 from my travels, a little later my father had a stroke, and when I came down to Moruga to get some hill rice to help him recover from the stroke, I found that all my young cousins, nieces, nephews were dropping out of hill rice production because it was too labor intensive, it was not attractive, there was no compensation. And it just so happened that at that time in my life I had spent 21 years at sea, and having accumulated some knowledge and some capital, I decided to look at the project from a different angle. I was able then to see that the problem was not the hill rice, but the production system that supported the hill rice. And using what I had seen in Dubai and Fujairah with the Emiratis approach, I looked at the problem from a different angle. Because of this, I was able to come up with a design and a system that alleviated the high mechanical, the high labor input to Moruga hill rice and made it more mechanized. So the mechanical input now, it was much easier, it was much simpler, it was more cost efficient for a family, a small family, to do a large acreage of hill rice and get quality hill rice, all natural, whole grain, whole brand product. You come between the grass, you will see the beautiful golden heads of Moruga hill rice. And you know these are full as they're bending over with their wood. Right, some of them have even full and ready for harvesting. So the harvester will come through here and will cut out the rice and separate out the grass. We don't use chemicals to kill the grass for the harvester to go through. We keep it all natural. We use mechanical separation. Yeah? And so this whole field, everything going through there, all below there is rice. All below there to the other field, all the way down to where we were by the jamu tree. But we have rice, we have mangoes, we have silk fig, we have hog plum, we have jamu, all growing in the same acreage. So you have a multi-crop approach to the products from the land. This way it's more efficient, right? And the ecosystem continues. You're not destroying a natural ecosystem to put your man-made food in it, right? You're keeping the ecosystem, you're working with the ecosystem, right? The deer could still come and get a little rice, he could get mango, he could get jamu. He's not interfering with us. We're not interfering with him. Yeah, and we're preparing for the dry season, so when dry season comes we will irrigate the rice. Yeah? And we also plant warao corn between the rice and on the edges of the rice field. I'll go and show you all some of that now. The reason today I'm telling you all of this is to give you the story behind Moruga Hill rice. And that story is a very interesting one. When the Americans came here to Moruga in 1816 to 1818, they met wild, untamed forests. But they also met the Warao people who were living here very successfully in harmony with nature. And those two peoples who got together very peacefully, very lovingly, are the nucleus of the peoples of Moruga today. And in a strange twist of fate, there's a supposition, because the scientists haven't studied it enough as yet, but the original Oryza glaberrima that came, they met a thing called Indian corn. And that Indian corn, which is a type of rhizome, a type of grass, the supposition is that the hybridization occurred there. And that is how today in Moruga we have the 5 varieties of Moruga Hill rice which are distinct, globally unique and distinct from the other varieties of upland dry rices. So this is warao corn, right? Planted estate style. Warao corn is blood red and it's much higher in calories, no fat, right? So it's an excellent source of nutrition and it will last in the shell, right? It will last in the husk for a whole year and then you dehusk it and you could turn it into lovely cornmeal, right? Again with no preservatives, no chemicals. This is young bene, right? On the edge of the field we sprinkle some bene. And we're going to go down and you'll see the older section of the field with full bene. Right. So here we have, this is mature bene, right? This is the one that came with the Americans, right? Also called sesame, but here we call it bene. This is a fine example of a plant. It's going to be ready to harvest shortly. Here we see a little bee. See the bee inside the flower pollinating it. Yeah, right? This flower here was already pollinated. Inside of these, the sesame seed, the bene is, and when it's ready, it will dry, turn dark brown, black. We cut the tree, fold it in, and we leave it to dry naturally. Okay. And that's how we get the bene out of it. It will actually dry naturally and fall off into a container, and we collect all that bene. That's how we process bene. No chemicals used to dry it, to speed it up, right? It's a natural product, all natural. In the Three Sisters model, you use one crop to put back into the soil nutrition that another crop is taking out. And they complement each other. So corn and pumpkin, bene and tomatoes, these crops work well next to each other. Right? And they complement each other with the soil health so that you don't need to use inorganic chemicals to keep your soil health up. Once you give them the water, the nutrition naturally is there in the soil. See the bene here? Another example of bene. This is what goes in your bene ball, your monkey meat.
Oh,
Yeah? Yeah. We were fortunate that just when I started this journey through the Trinidad and Tobago Intellectual Property Office, I was introduced to the World Intellectual Property Office, and through them we got amazing support from the Japan Intellectual Property Office, and we were able to see cutting-edge systems for bringing fresh natural food from the fields to your table. Today, the Moruga Hill Rice and the Vista Dorado Estates brand are now known internationally. We are on plates in high-end restaurants in South Carolina, in New York, in Texas, in California. We're in every supermarket in Trinidad and Tobago, and very soon you're going to see us in the Caribbean as well. Our Caribbean brothers and sisters will see us in high-quality gourmet stores which carry our all-natural, chemical-free ancient grain. Those varieties are the Bongo Toffee, the Bongo Farina Longbeard, which was featured in the New York Times article, the Bongo Farina Shortbeard, the Black N, which has a chevron and a picker which are black, and the Black Hen. That is a very unique variety. That is the one my great-grandmother and grandmother and her mother before that had been growing, which is a purple colored plant. So because of all these generations of people, today we have a positive food, a healthy food that is available for all the world to be able to enjoy the benefits of Moruga Hill Rice. At Vista Dorado Estates, we have gone a step further, and we are combining these foods with other all-natural products. The bene, we are also using the Moruga scorpion pepper. We have also included our Trinitario cocoa in a one-of-a-kind rice and cocoa champorado. All of these products which speak to our unique heritage here in Moruga, our unique food history here in Moruga, we now have available for the world to taste and enjoy. And it is with some degree of pride, yes, that I bring to you these all-natural, best-in-class products from right here in Moruga, created right here by people of the Caribbean for the world to enjoy the very best quality of our food and our culture. Good day, Miss Atwater. I want you to hear a man in pain. Hold on a minute.
Lisa, I'm dying.
You're dying?
He eating scorpion pepper hill rice because he say he like pepper, right? So he start off and at first he was saying it is so bad, eat it with the salad. Then he started to say eat fast with the salad. And right now he say he can't eat. You understand? But he's still going.
That's what you wanted.
That what he knows running now. Lisa, he knows running now. First the pepper take him, he knows running.
Because she has said thanks for the
Leave
help.
where he was and end up in Moruga, so let's take that.
Yeah, I tell you.
Lisa, thank you very much, eh?
So today, November 2021, we have exciting developments with Moruga Hill Rice. We at the Moruga Hills Organic Producers Association, we have partnered with the other stakeholders and producer group, and we are pushing the formation of a geographical indicator for the Moruga Hill Rice. What does this mean exactly? This means that Moruga Hill Rice will have its own unique global designation of the terroir, the very features from the soil, from the water, from the air that make Moruga Hill Rice unique. We will actually be legally recorded and given a classification. This classification will put us alongside Champagne from France, the well-known Jamaican Blue Mountain coffee, yeah, Beluga caviar. We will actually be afforded that unique status of being a world-renowned product. And we're doing this for two reasons. The primary reason is to protect the genome. Now that everyone knows about Moruga Hill Rice, a lot of people want it. But it has to work in a manner that recognizes the First Peoples, Americans, and the producers of Moruga Hill Rice, while we share it with the world. The GI gives us that protection in part. Further, we are now also through the GI going to have legal global measures to enforce and prevent the illegal removal of the seed from Moruga to places outside of Moruga. These two steps, with the other standards that will come, will mean that Moruga Hill Rice will now have a certification mark, an international certification mark. So when you purchase Moruga Hill Rice, you will be looking for that trademark, that international certification trademark, and you will know that that pack of Moruga Hill Rice that you have purchased is a genuine article. It is an all-natural, chemical-free, whole-grain, whole-brand product, the best rice in the world. And that is where we are in this new dawn of pushing towards that exciting certification for Moruga Hill rice from Vista Dorado Estates. We look forward to your feedback. Keep in touch with us. Look for us on Facebook and at www.vistadoradoestates.com. Give us your feedback and tell us how we can get Moruga Hill rice faster and closer to you wherever you are in the world. Thank you for watching this video.